Hi, it's Nørgaard. So welcome to my channel if you're new here, or welcome back if you are a returning subscriber. Today I'm going to do my follow-up video on my double jaw surgery. I had double jaw surgery a little over 6 weeks ago, and I did a video before the surgery just talking a bit about my expectations and what was going to happen. And now that it's all well over and done with, I thought I would do a new little update. So if you haven't seen my previous video, I will link it up in the cards up here, or maybe it's up here, I can't remember, because that will give you some more background info. But if you already have watched that video, I just want to thank you guys. I got a lot of comments and like just well wishes on that video, so thank you. Here is the update. I have been promising this update for a while, and I finally had time to sit down and film it. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm going to do this little makeup look while I talk about the surgery. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And you can also click the bell to get post notifications. And now without further ado, let's just get right into it. Okay, hi you guys. So I curled my hair today and I didn't know what to do with the front pieces, so I just clipped them in the back. And I really thought it looked good at first, but now I don't know. Do you guys think, does it look okay? I will for sure know when I watch this video back, and I will either be like, that's not it. I'll be like, oh okay, that looks good, let me do that again another time. But yeah, I don't know about these curls. Like, what do you guys think? Anyway, today I'm going to do my makeup and I'm going to talk to you about my double jaw surgery. I also have like crazy amounts of jewelry on, and I feel like it might be too much, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. I'm not used to wearing this much jewelry. Usually I'm pretty simple, like a necklace and earrings, and that's it. Like today I'm wearing like 2 necklaces, big earrings, or at least, you know, dangly earrings, a lot of rings, bracelets. I'm even wearing an anklet. Anyway, I'm going to prime my skin with the Fenty primer, the original. I really like this primer. It's like a really good natural primer. It's not too matte, but it doesn't make you like super glowy either. And it helps with my pores. So yeah, it's a good primer. Anyway, I haven't seen you guys. I haven't filmed a video since before my surgery, which was over like 6 weeks ago. I actually did try to film 2 days ago, but it was not working out. I could not apply makeup for the life of me. I tried like 6 different eye looks, and it just didn't look good. And then yesterday, my eyes were really sore from wiping off the eye looks like 6 times. So I couldn't film yesterday, but today I look pretty normal. My eyelids are not really red anymore. I'm back to normal, so I thought I would film. I just bought this Fenty powder. I've already tried this before. I really like Fenty's loose powder. But last time I tried it, it was in butter. This time it's in lavender. So it looks like this. It's really nice and light, and it only has a tint of lavender. It's not very colorful, luckily. But actually, before I do that, I'm going to prime my under eyes. I definitely need to prime my under eyes after the rough treatment I gave them the other day. So I'm just applying the powder on the places where I get oily. I just really like this powder. And I actually haven't done this powder before a foundation trick with the foundation I'm going to use. So I hope they work well together. I'm going to use this Fresh and Fit Awake Makeup by Essence. This is a pretty nice foundation. It's pretty natural looking, but it still has a decent amount of coverage. So yeah, anyway, let's talk about the surgery. The surgery went well. If you haven't watched my latest get ready with me video, it's always so hard for me to say that. If you haven't watched that video, I would suggest you go watch it so you know a bit more about what's going on. But basically I had double jaw surgery, so I had surgery on the top row of teeth, or like the top row up here and the bottom down here. So my jaw was split over here where I have a little gap. It was split up here. The same thing on the other side, and then up here. And then it was split in both sides on my lower jaw. And the surgery took 4.5 hours, which is pretty standard. And in my last video I talked about how I was hoping I didn't have to have a catheter put in. That actually did end up happening. And of course I was not awake when it was put in, so I didn't notice it. But I was awake when it was taken out. And it wasn't that it hurt. It didn't hurt. It was just really uncomfortable. It just felt really weird. It was a weird sensation because basically the catheter goes through your urinal tract and it collects your urine so your bladder doesn't burst during surgery. And actually I stopped myself from looking too much into what a catheter is. I just looked up how they were going to like if they were going to put it in through the urinal tract or through the stomach, and it was through the urinal tract, so you don't have to be cut open or anything when it's through the urinal tract. So that's good, that's preferable. But I didn't look up how it looked. I didn't look up how big the little cord was or anything, because I didn't want to like freak myself out. And during my last surgery, because I had another jaw surgery about 1.5 years ago, my boyfriend told me it was probably best if I didn't look too much into what was happening during the surgery, so I wouldn't like freak myself out. So this time around I kept that in mind, and I didn't look up how a urinal tract was actually put in, and I'm actually really glad I did, or I didn't do that, because the little thing you get put in your urinal tract is like this big. It was way bigger than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like super duper tiny, but it was a pretty big cord. And if I had known that before going into surgery, I would definitely have been like a little worried about it. So I think that was definitely a good idea. And it wasn't really that bad. And of course after surgery there's so much going on. You have just had your jaws like broken up into pieces and sewn back together, and you know you have been put under. So the least of my worries at the time was the freaking catheter. And yeah, what else can I tell you? I did also lose some weight, which is normal. It's best if you don't lose weight, but it happens to a lot of people because you can't eat solid foods. So you have to only eat like liquid foods, and it's really difficult in the beginning to eat, and it takes a lot of time, takes a lot of energy. And of course when you only have liquid food, it's hard to get a lot of calories down, especially for me because I am kind of like, my stomach is kind of sensitive to too much fat. So if I have like too much cream or something like that, then my stomach can get kind of weird. So I was trying to focus more on protein. So like protein shakes, yogurt. I had some soup, which is not really high in protein, but it was just to have something hot instead of all the cold foods. So yeah, I did end up losing like, how much was it? Like 5 kilos in 10 days after the surgery. And I have gained like 1 of those kilos back now. But I mean, I would like to lose a little weight, so I don't really mind. And it wasn't so severe that it was stopping me from healing. You know, and I wasn't feeling like really sick or anything. Of course I was feeling a bit weak and a bit sore and a bit, you know, all over the place, but I just had surgery, so what can you do? But I wasn't feeling like it was negatively affecting my healing, and I did heal up fine. I didn't have any infections, and the string that was used to stitch me back together disappeared like it should. It dissolved like it should. The only issue that I actually have had with the surgery is that the tooth over here got damaged, so it is a little bit gray now. I don't know if you can see it on camera, and I don't know if I should come in closer so you can see it. I don't want to freak you guys out, you know, but it was damaged. My dentist still wants to see how it goes, so he hasn't decided on anything to do yet. I might need a root canal. I might need to get the tooth polished, or it might go back to normal by itself. I guess it's too soon to tell, so I'm basically just waiting to see what happens. But in the beginning, it really, like when I saw, like after the surgery, and I noticed it was like turning like kind of gray or a little bit like purpley reddish, I was very upset about it. I felt like I had like a decaying tooth in my mouth. It just felt nasty. But now I don't even worry about it. It is what it is. I'm sure it will work itself out. I'm just happy the surgery is over with and that it otherwise went well. Oh shoot, I forgot to cream contour. Okay, I'll do that next time. Let's just continue. And yeah, as you can probably tell, I'm doing good. I'm pretty much back to normal. I can speak normally. I can eat normally now. More or less. I haven't eaten like an apple or a carrot or something like that yet. But I can eat most foods without any problems. And yesterday I completely stopped wearing my Wafer. I actually have it right here. It's kind of like a retainer, except it doesn't click up. I have to like secure it with tiny little elastics. But this thing was in, or like placed on my upper teeth during the surgery, and I couldn't take it out for like 3 weeks, I think. And it doesn't look like much, but it was really like, it was a pain to wear because so much food got stuck in it. It was so hard to clean it because I couldn't take it out. So I had to try and clean it with it secured. In my mouth, it was a lot. And it took me forever to brush my teeth every morning and every night. And also it made my speech really disturbed. I was having so much trouble talking. But basically it's used to keep your new bite in place. So you know where to bite because your jaws are moved around so much. So you need to get adjusted to the new way of biting down. But yeah, after 3 weeks I got it taken out and then I only had to wear it at night. And then yesterday, which was after exactly 6 weeks, I don't have to wear it at all anymore. And I'm really happy about that because it just felt so unnatural. I had so many days where I just wanted it out because it just felt so foreign in my body. It didn't feel right. But of course I couldn't get it out, so I just had to try and calm myself down and, you know, just remember that it's going to get taken out eventually. I just had to be patient and now it's out. I'm super happy about that. It also made it really hard for me to close my lips together. Like I was having trouble like actually making my lips meet because it was taking up so much space. But now you can see, like, I can close my lips normally and that just feels so good. So now I'm going to do my regular powder bronzer since I forgot to do my cream bronzer and cream contour. And have you guys seen all those TikToks about applying your bronzer like super high on your cheekbones? I'm going to try that today. So I'm pretty much just applying it on my cheekbone instead of like below it. It's supposed to give you like a super lifted look. So I guess we shall see if it works. But yeah, as I said, everything is pretty much back to normal. I started running again. You can do that after 4 weeks. And the weather has been better. So yeah, I started doing that twice a week now again. Pick that back up. And what else? I'm going to do a little bit of a cooler color for some contour. Just right along the jaw. The other day I also tried the trick where you only apply like concealer in here and out here. And it didn't look good, I don't think. Not on me. I'm also going to apply my blush pretty high. I think that is the new thing as well, right? Like all the way up here where I would usually apply highlight. Of course the videos I have seen, they have been like cream blush, but you know, I applied all my powders, so. And then you're also supposed to like do the nose. I know a lot of people have been doing that for a long time. I just don't know if it looks right on me, I don't know. Okay, so I also got this new little fancy highlighter. This is the Diamond Bomb in How Many Carats. And I got this one actually to use kind of like a body highlighter because it has a bunch of little glitters in it. and it looks really great under like flash video or photos. But I will use it on my face today as well. I will do a little above the brows and then a little on the cheek, and then I'm going to do the cupid's bow and of course the nose. And then let's do the like neck area as well. Okay, and now I'm going to set my face. This is like the strongest setting spray I've ever used. It is the Technic setting spray. It is intense. It is so chemically. I don't know if it's actually good for me to put that on my face. Anyway, I'm going to do like a light eye look. I'm thinking something kind of like foxy, kind of cat eye. And I'm actually just going to like prep my lips. So I'm just going to remove the makeup, and I'm using a baby wipe. And I'm going to use a little bit of lip balm, if I can get it out. I really can't get it out. Oh, is it empty? Oh, okay. I just need a little bit because this one can collect on like the inside part and leave that nasty ring. Okay, so while that is working on my lips, I can do my eyebrows. And I am literally just filling in my eyebrows, like just a little bit. And then I'm going to set them with some brow gel. I'm not trying to do too much. Okay, so these are today's eyebrows. They're not perfect, but they will do. And I'm also trying to think if there's anything else I can tell you about my surgery that I haven't told you. Okay, you know what? I guess I can tell you about my hospital stay, because I did stay at the hospital overnight. And that actually went really well. I stayed with my mom. During these like corona times, you're allowed to have one visitor. So I had my mom stay there with me. My mom actually went with me to the surgery. She drove home while I was having the surgery, because it was, you know, quite a long surgery, so she didn't have to just sit there and wait for 4.5 hours. But once I came out of surgery, she came back to the hospital, and yeah, she stayed with me. She had her own bed. She stayed in my room at the hospital with me, which was so nice. I'm so glad I had my mom there. It just made everything so much easier. And the nurses at the hospital were very nice, very professional. Like a few hours after I had my surgery and I went, you know, I got up to my room, and the nurse, she came to check on me, and then she wanted me to brush my teeth, and I just thought that was the funniest thing, because I literally just had a big surgery in my jaws, like on my jaws. I just had them cracked open, and I'm completely numb in this whole part of my face. I can't feel a thing, and I have no control over my teeth or my lips or my tongue. And she wants me to go ahead and brush my teeth. But that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get a feel for how you brush your teeth straight away, because you want to make sure it doesn't get infected. But it was just so funny to me, because I just wanted to, you know, lay down and relax, and she thought I should get up and brush my teeth straight away. So I went ahead and did it, and it was difficult, but it was doable. And it's important to do, so I just went ahead and did it. And I tried to eat a bit, some ice cream, some protein shakes, what else, some juice, because you have to have your surgery on an empty stomach. So on one hand, I was pretty hungry because I hadn't eaten anything for like, I don't know, like 16 hours. But on the other hand, of course, it's very difficult to eat. But yeah, that's pretty much all you do. I also watched some TV. Like me and my mom, we watched Mr. Bean. We watched The Little House on the Prairie. We watched a crime show. Basically, we just watched kind of whatever was on. And I also went for some walks just down the hall. So I actually didn't have to get the shot. Usually you get a shot to make your blood thinner, so you don't get a blood clot. And I actually had that after my first surgery, but not after this one because I was up and I was walking and all of that. I'm just applying a little bit of mauve eyeshadow on the into the upper crease. I don't want anything too bold. I just want a little bit of color and definition. And yeah, I was released the next day around noon. So I came in at like 7 in the morning, had my surgery, stayed there overnight, and then a little over 24 hours after I came in, I was out of there again. And I went home to my apartment, and I actually spent the first night all by myself. I didn't have anyone to stay with me. I didn't have my mom, I didn't have my boyfriend, I didn't have anyone. I just wanted, you know, a little peace and quiet. And I went for a lot of walks in, you know, the weeks after the surgery. It's supposed to help with the healing. So I was walking outside, but mostly with like my boyfriend or my mom because I was very swollen. So I looked, you know, I looked like I just had surgery on my face, so I didn't really want to walk out alone. But yeah, I went for walks every day, and I feel like I still might be a tiny bit swollen right down here where I was cut up on the lower jaw. But other than that, you know, the swelling has completely gone down, gone away. I think I'll insert some pictures so you guys can see what I look like. So if you're kind of sensitive to like swelling and stuff like that, then I'll leave like a little timestamp to where you can skip ahead so you don't see the pictures. But yeah, I'll just show you. And also I can tell you guys that it was fairly painless. I wasn't really in any pain after the surgery. Of course there was some discomfort, but not any real pain. So I'm trying out a new eyeliner technique, and I don't know how well I like it yet, but let's just roll with it. I just kind of did a double wing, I guess. One at the top and one at the bottom. And yeah, I guess I don't really have much else to say. If you guys have any questions, just leave them down below in the comments and I will get back to you. Basically, as I have been saying, I'm doing good. The surgery went well and I'm pretty much back to normal now. So I'm just going to finish off this eye and do the same on this eye, and I will come back and just show you what I'm gonna do on the lips. So I did my other eye. I quite like this makeup look. It's a little creative and it has a little drama going on, but not too much. I like the look of the like double liner and the little white liner as well in between. So for the lips, I want to keep it really like simple. So I'm going to use Strip Down to outline my lips and then kind of blend it inwards. Oh yeah, and I also took out the clip from my hair. I felt like the clip was making me look a little bit more like cute and a little more like elegant, and this makeup look I feel it's a little more like sexy and edgy, so I felt like taking the hair down was better. But anyway, I'm going to do the lips. Yeah, and fun fact, I still am a little bit numb on this part of my lip, and yeah, mainly this part up here. I was pretty numb like in this side of my face, but it's getting better. It's still a little off, but it's not really numb anymore. It's still a little off. I guess that's the best way I can describe it. And that happens because your nerves are like pulled so much during the surgery, and it can actually take years for it to heal. So it's not something that's like super bothersome. It's not something I think about all the time, but like when I touch it, I can definitely feel the kind of weird like numb sensation. It feels kind of like spinning. I don't know how to describe it, but like when I touch this part of my lip, it feels kind of like prickly or spinning or something like that. And I'm just going to apply some lip gloss. No lipstick today. This is a new gloss, or well, it's new to me, I just got it, but it's the Fenty Gloss Bomb in Fuzzy. And I guess that's pretty much it. So here we have the finished look. I had no idea what I was doing, really, with my eyes at least. It's not my favorite look I've ever done, but I like to, you know, play around and see how different things look like on my face. Like with this kind of eyeliner and, you know, this kind of lip combo and everything. And the really like high blush and bronzer. And most importantly, I just wanted to sit down and just, you know, let you guys know what happened with my surgery, how it went, how I'm doing now. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below what you thought. And don't forget to thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And you can also click the bell to get post notifications. It is my plan to get back on YouTube and start uploading consistently again. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. So take care and bye bye.